Hey everyone, how's it going? Alric Phoenix, the terrible gamer here, bringing you another game of Demolition. I do enjoy Demolition quite a bit, but I have two things to talk about today. First one, pace, and this is specifically, I guess, about the gameplay, just about Call of Duty in general. And the second one is actually about how I got into the video game industry, and a little bit about the video game industry. So first off, pace. So you can see right now, I'm running with the Type 95. I'm at Prestige 10, I'm not prestiging anymore. And I never really used the Type 95. I wanted to, and people are all, oh, it's overpowered, so I was always so curious, but I never really got into it, because assault rifles in me never fully mixed the way sniper rifles did. So I broke it out, I played a couple games with it, I got a silencer and kick, for crying out loud. And so that's what I'm running in this match. And part of the reason I want to talk about pace is the enemy set the pace of this match. No matter what I tried, I wasn't able to use this in any way. Here I'm trying to take out the care package helicopter. Doesn't work, of course. Failed. So yeah, the enemy's setting the pace. I'm trying to use this. I can't hip fire with this darn thing. It's not working. My pace is screwed up. I can't, yeah, and even there. So, clearly, I should have realized it earlier, but I wait until several deaths till I realize what's the pace of the enemy, what's the pace that I should be running at to counter what they're doing, because they're rushing pretty fast, and even there. And that's a nice hidden little spot, by the way, for anyone that wants to know. It works pretty well in Demolition, mostly. Or S&D. It does work well in S&D. But yeah, here, I'm like, finally I get like 2 kills in a row, for crying out loud. There's the first guy. But yeah, I realized after another couple deaths that my pace was wrong. Everyone's rushing me, and no, I'm just dying and dying and dying and dying. And finally I say, alright, this is not working. Change my pace, run shotgun, and I go gosh darn ham against these guys. I still wanted to see if I could salvage it, but nope. Even here, I'm like, oh, better pick up the bomb, and I die. So yeah, switching to the shotgun, changing up my own pace to counter the pace of the enemy. Genius idea. So glad I did it. So that's, yeah, and then what I switched to is actually there we go, the old spaz. I was leveling up the spaz, gosh. This is the first prestige I really used the spaz. Boy, do I love it. That thing, you know, unlike the Model 1887 before you have damage and range, with its hit markers for days and days, this thing, I've had such a consistent, good experience with silencer, everything. Yeah, nice little quick 3-piece. Anyways, so, game industry. Like I said in an earlier commentary, I actually work in video games. I've worked in a couple different areas. I've worked in the QA testing side, the creative side, but in general, I just kind of work in the management side. Alright, here, I shouldn't have shot that guy, I should have let him go past because my care package was coming in, but... And that guy, I don't even know how that got me. Anyway, so, video game industry, yeah, so... Back when I first tried to get in the video game industry, 10 years ago, I tried to get in the video game industry when I finished high school and I was in my first year of college. But there were no programs around. There was nothing you could do. There was no way to get in. You know, you had to just be a general programmer to get in, and even then, it's like, you know, what do you do when you're fresh out of school? You had to move to a complete other city, which is what I actually eventually ended up doing, just to make sure I got into the field. Because otherwise it used to be so impossible to get into. Which, I guess, you know, this is going to sound like club exclusionary. Oh, I got a 3-piece coming up soon. Hold on. Yeah. But back in the day, you know, it was really hard to get into the game industry, and I got in. I was like, yes, I did what so many others didn't. But now you can take a course in game design. Oh, 3-piece coming at you. Hit one. Then the collateral. Nice. So yeah, you couldn't get in. 10 years ago. It was so hard. And now every school, because they finally realized that, hey, it turns out video gaming, people might actually, you know, do it and enjoy it. So everyone and their school version mother has a friggin' course in game design and game programming and game animation, game management, all this. Which on the one hand, hey, totally awesome, I get it. But, you know, it sometimes, I guess, feels like it cheapened exactly how difficult it was. Oh, and here's a fail. Ugh, I got nothing. Both the IMS, that's part of the why the 150 just popped up, and that darn sentry gun. I'm like, oh, I need to make sure I strategically place this, and then I die. God, I'm so useless with some of these. Anyway, so yeah, game industry is one of those things that took a long time for me to get into. See, and now I switched to an assault rifle, which I shouldn't have done because I'm still terrible with assault rifles. What are you thinking, you idiot? Put that damn thing down so you're gonna kill one guy and then die. Because you can't use assault rifles. Yeah, but you know what? The most fun, though, I ever had working in the gaming industry was when I worked in Montreal. Because there were a lot of companies that were really willing to hire some people that were kind of new to the industry, fresh in the industry, and there's a lot of really weird people that work in video games. Pretty neat. Anyways, we're actually coming up to the end of the gameplay. Oh, that was quick. I'll talk more about the game industry in later commentaries and go a little more in detail and I guess some of the areas that people have. But in the meantime, check out my two-piece final kill cam of the round. 1 and skaboosh. Yeah. Alright. Phoenix the Terrible Gamer. I am out, y'all. Have a nice day.